Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Texas Homegrown Girl. Showing 5 people in here, but only 1 in the chat so far. So welcome, everyone. Here's Dino. He seems to want to participate today. He's a good boy. There you go, Dino. And he was one of my kittens from last spring. He was born in April. Hello, Bowen. Well, you can tell we're back on standard time now. Here it is, 5:30, and it's almost dark now. You can still see outside, but it's getting pretty dark. But I like that during the Christmas season. Then you got longer in the evening to enjoy the Christmas lights. Yep, I imagine it is, Bowen. You're in the Eastern time zone, correct? I'm not mistaken, you're in one of the Carolinas? Hello, Deborah. Yeah, I thought so. Thanks. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Yeah. Speaking of Christmas season, hard to believe it's almost here. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Penny. Yeah, I'm hoping to be in my house by Christmas. That might be a little too optimistic, but that's what I'm hoping for. Because once Jeff finally does get his house moved and gets his water and electric hooked up and gets moved out, there's a little work needs to be done on the house. So it actually might more realistically be after the first of the year. But I'm hoping by Christmas. Or I got ideas of how I want to decorate the house for Christmas. But maybe I'll have to wait until next year on that. Hello, Chad. Yep, I decided go back to the fancy living room. Hello, Pink Sparkle. Yeah, I've been wanting to make some stuffed peppers. Every time I buy peppers so I can do it, I keep cutting them up and using them in something else. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Alana Duro. Good to have everyone here. If anyone's got any questions for me, go ahead and ask as usual. I think we might have 1 or 2 here that I don't think have been to any of my lives before. So if anyone wants to ask any questions, you're more than welcome to. Yeah, I didn't really get too much done this week. I wasn't feeling the greatest. And then just about the time I started feeling better, I swear I did it rolling over in bed. But somehow I hurt my back again. I was fine. I went to bed 2 or 3 nights ago. Then during the night, I rolled over, and all of a sudden I had a pain in my side when I rolled over. And then ever since then, when I try to get up, if I stretch or anything, I've got that pain. So hopefully that will calm down here shortly. And I want to be able to get outside and enjoy the fall weather. But I haven't been feeling like doing much at all. Hello, Bud Files. Got my coffee here. Thank you, Ruby. Hello, Jonesy. Yeah, maybe that's what the problem is, Jonesy. Maybe it's the piano. Hello, the chicken. I don't know what you mean checking my what happened to admin team support. Um, she's been up here saying hello to everyone, and here's Fluffy. This is Dino's sister. I know she's just a fraction the size of him, but hard to believe they're the same age. But their mother is very small too, so I think Fluffy might just be very small cat. Oh yes, Bowen, I'm staying warm. That got the windows open right now. I ran my heater a little bit last night. So if I get a little chilled, normally I wouldn't have done it, but if I get a little bit chilled, that aggravates my back. So I decided it came on and went off during the night. I didn't stay on all night just to get a little bit warmer in here. So hopefully it prevent my back from getting any worse. And it seemed to work. And then today it just got too warm in here. So I had to open the windows up. Yeah, we're back up around 70, 80 degrees during the day now. 50s at night for a few more days. Then it's going to cool off. But it's not supposed to get as cold as it was last week. Hello, Drew. Oh, you're not very late. Just nicely got started here about 8-9 minutes ago. Yeah, I know what you mean about missing notification. That happens to me all the time. Hello, Indian Hemlock. That's awful to brew the paw. That makes it hard to walk, that's for sure. Yeah, we haven't had to deal with any snow here at all. We checking. It was in the forecast for one day. It's supposed to be rain mixed with snow, but it wouldn't have amounted to anything. Well, just been a few flurries in the air. We wouldn't have got any accumulation, even if it did come. But then they took it out of the forecast, and we never did get it, which is fine with me. Yes, Bowen, that's what you got to do. Just try to keep track of everything. Yeah, I'm missing some comments here. Hello, Nomad Deluxe. Hello, Heather. Hello, Chef. No, I don't think we're supposed to have any record-breaking temperatures this week. It's supposed to be about 10, 15 degrees above normal a couple days, but I don't think it's supposed to be record-breaking. Hello, JMB. Yep, you're not the only one that forgot about the time change to chicken. I know someone else sent me a text today and asked me what time it was. Because their phone was reading one time and the clock in the car was reading an hour later. Yeah, it happens. Hello, living my best life at 60. Hello, Francesca. Yeah, I'm not sure what our records are here, Chicken. I'd have to look it up. But we've got 1 or 2 days it's supposed to just barely hit 80. So that's why I really don't think we're going to have any records here. Well, welcome, Living My Best Life. I knew I'd never seen you before. Hello, Tales Told in the Dark. Hello, Living the Dream. Yeah, I think I had a comment up here earlier about a video. Then the chat went down on me. Oh, there it is. Yeah, actually, Friday, I'm going to be having a decent video coming out. Because Friday is going to be the 6-month anniversary of my first day in Arkansas. So I'm going to be working on a video this week of my first 6 months in Arkansas. And I had another video I meant to get out over a week ago, but some stuff came up and I didn't get it finished up So, not coming out. But that one, Friday, is going to be for sure. I'm actually going to start working on that most likely tomorrow. And then I'm going to get it uploaded and set a time for it to release on Friday. Because that one I definitely want to get out on Friday. That should be a good one. Hello, Joseph. Well, actually, I got this camper fixed up better than Jeff's place. Yeah, I actually won't be changing a lot when I get moved there. There's some repair work needs to be done. It's going to have a new floor in it, but that's going to look very similar to the floor that's in there now. And because I'm going to be making the porch into a catio, and I'll still be able to sit out on the porch, have my morning coffee, and have the cats out there with me. And then in the evening, I can sit out there and look at the mountains across the road. So that should work out nice, but that's not going to be a major change on the porch either. It's just a matter of getting wire up there so the cats can't get out. Okay, thanks for looking up that record to check in. I appreciate it. Hello, Petrus Vandermeer. Hope I pronounced that right. The van's been going pretty good. Haven't had any real issues with it, so hopefully that keeps up. Hello, Henry Leslie Vermont. The Wi-Fi should be good at the new place, Jonesy. Jeff thinks he's gonna have fiber optic at his new place, and if the fiber gets hooked up, when the electricity gets hooked up, like he's hoping, then he's gonna sell me his Starlink, and then I'll use the Starlink until we get fiber optic in that area. They're working on it now, but it's still gonna be a little bit before they get it put in. Hello, Hunter. Oh yeah, I definitely put 100 miles on it to check in. I'm just going to town and back is 70 miles. This past Friday was 3 weeks that I've had it, and yesterday I hit the mark where it was 1,000 miles I put on it. So in 22 days I put 1,000 miles on it. And then when I went to Aldi's last week, that was probably at least 150 miles. Might have been 160 miles. But when I get moved, it is going to be closer. When I go into Waldron, instead of being 70 miles round trip, it'll be 20 mile round trip. Yeah, I haven't been doing an awful lot of driving, but when I need to go somewhere, I've been going. But and you know, Drew, it's a distance here to anywheres. And I know I'll be putting a few miles on this week also. I have to take my dog to the vet and get her spayed on Tuesday. And then I'll have to go back Wednesday and pick her up. So that's going to be getting up towards 150 miles there, about 140 miles. Just for those two trips. Oh, I've done that, Joseph. Last few months, I've had a friend that been picking me up. I've been averaging at least once, sometimes twice a week, and taking me shopping, to my doctor's appointment, to my appointment with the lawyer. So I've definitely been hitchhiking. Hello, Carpenter Helper X. Or at some point, I probably will be getting a second vehicle. I do like minivans. This Mercury Villager, you're not supposed to take the third seat out of that. It says if you take it out, then it'll negatively affect the sliding of the seat when you put it back in. But if I take it out, I don't think I'm going to put it back in. So I think I'm going to take the third seat out, and the two middle seats, they go in and out pretty easy. And that way, I have a lot more cargo space in there for hauling feed, hay, straw, whatever I'm hauling. I have a lot more room for that. Because it's not going to be very often I'm going to have any passengers. And I always have the front passenger seat for one person. And if I ever did have any more than one person going with me, I can always put those two middle row seats back in. Well, in fact, one's still in there. I haven't taken it out yet. Hello, the Rage Gaming Jory. Good to have you here. Name I don't recognize. Several names in here I've never seen before. Welcome, everyone. Yeah, I was talking about taking my dog to the vet. I know I said in my last live that I wasn't going to be getting the dog I was going to get, but I have reconsidered that and I am still going to get her. There is an issue I got to work with her with chickens, but I think that's going to be something I can resolve without much issue. Because she actually hasn't gone after my chickens at all. So I think that's going to work out. So I'm going to go ahead with that, and I'm just going to make sure my chickens are secure. And she's not going to get excessively aggressive towards getting them. Yep, I sure am getting popular, Jonesy. Last couple weeks, I have gained about 500 subscribers. And I'm getting more people in my lives now than I've ever gotten before. I'm just going to work on getting some good content out, and hopefully I can make everyone happy. Okay, I have to check it out, Carpenter Helper. Thank you. I'll go back after the live and check that out. Hello, J. Marie. Yeah, it's nice to be able to get where I need to go now, and it's gonna be nice when I get moved in there, because the house is gonna be perfect. It's not too big, but it's gonna be a lot more room than I have now. It's really gonna work out well. And one room there that the cats are gonna have, and they're gonna have a window going out onto the porch, so that's really gonna work out nice for them. Well, thank you, Bowen. I appreciate it. She's 8.5 months old, Deborah. Yes, Pink Sparkle. I don't actually have her in my possession right now, but I'm seeing her every day now. And I'm going to take her to get her spayed before there's any accidents. And I definitely don't want her attracting every male dog in the neighborhood. So I'm hoping they'll alleviate that problem. Okay, Jonesy. I appreciate it. I'm going to be borrowing some money to get her spayed because I don't have the money right now. If anyone would like to contribute anything towards that, I've got my PayPal link scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's going to be, if I got her weight right, I estimated her weight at 50 pounds. And they said if she actually is 50 pounds, the spay's going to be $200 and then $1,300 for a rabies shot. There shouldn't be too much difference in that. The reason the price goes on weight is because anesthesia and the pain medicine is administered according to their weight. So if she happens to be a little bit heavier than I estimated, it'd be just a little bit more. Hello, Judy. And Tony, I'm sure is in here also. Her mother is Great Pyrenees and Australian Shepherd, and the father is Great Pyrenees and Anatolian Shepherd. And yes, Anatolian. Oh. Ouch. Hello, Eddie. There's some strays in the area. They're not so much strays as they actually have an owner, but they just have a ton of dogs and they just let the dogs wander. And a lot of the dogs aren't properly cared for. Yes, Judy, I don't actually have her in my possession yet. But I'm going to be getting ouch. Every time I bend over, my back keeps telling me about it. See if I can reposition here. Where was I? Yes, I'm going to be getting an 8.5-month-old livestock guardian dog. Yeah, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can sit back, be farther away from the screen, don't have to lean forward. I think that's going to be easier on my back. Sorry about that, everyone. I think it's going to be easier on me because now I can sit back here and read the screen without bending forward. Yes, Pink Sparkle. It's one of Brett and Deborah's pups. Hello, Sluggo. Yes, it is, Bowen. In fact, the one that's been giving me rides all summer, she actually carries dog food in her Jeep with her. So if she sees a dog out wandering around that looks like it's not being fed, she'll stop and give it a can of food. It's like Dogman's always talking about. If people have a bunch of dogs and they don't spay and neuter them, just let them run wild. And it's not just here. Because there was a lot of dogs where I was in New York be the same thing. Only there, usually one family wouldn't have more than maybe a half dozen dogs. But here, they might have 15, 20 dogs just running loose. Yes, I've been reading a lot about problems with vaccinations. Yep, Sluggo, Brett's my neighbor. I've been living on Brett and Deborah's property since May. So, yep, it's rough. I was north of Syracuse, Sluggo. Most recently, I was in Parrish, about 30 miles or so north of Syracuse, right off the east end of Lake Ontario. Hello, Sherry. Yeah, I wanted a livestock guardian dog because there's a lot of raccoons. Jeff had a very big problem with raccoons. So, dogs going to keep them away. And the property's going to be fenced in. So, I shouldn't have any problem with any outside dogs coming in. But if I did have a problem, she'll chase them back out. No, I was quite a ways south of Watertown. Parrish is probably I would say about a third of the way between Syracuse and Watertown. Yeah, another thing that there's been a lot of issues of lately, I haven't seen so much about it in dogs, but I've seen where a lot of cats have been dying from the anesthesia that they get during surgery. And that's one of the main reasons I was so hesitant to have my cats neutered. And if it is more common in dogs, I haven't been hearing about it. I've been hearing most of the problems being with cats. But the vet that I went to, and that's the local vet that I'm going to be using all the time, they were very good. I had one cat had an upper respiratory infection, and they didn't do the surgery on him. They knew that was a risk, so they didn't do it. And the other three, they had no complications. So I'm thinking that may err on the side of caution, because that's what I told them. I told them to err on the side of caution. Oh yes, I'll definitely enjoy the winters here much better. That's for sure. Yep, I'm familiar with Edmonton, Joseph. Been through there quite a few times, and I've actually been to Binghamton a few times also. Yeah, I went to the Pick and Pull that's in Binghamton. I think it's, not mistaken, it's Gary's You Pull It. I went there several times. Got some good deals there. Got some parts for my Mercedes there that you couldn't find in any other junkyards. I saw online they got one in, so I made a trip down there, and all the parts I needed, that car had them on it. It looks like Brett's having a bonfire out there tonight. Yeah, I like sitting around a bonfire, especially this time of the year. Hello, Ark Wildman. Thank you for that stuff you dropped off yesterday, Ark. Very much appreciated. And I use that salve that you dropped off. That took the pain away in my leg. The pain that I just got in my side a couple of days ago, it didn't do anything for that. But the pain that was going down my leg that I always have, it took care of that. Started to come back this morning, put a little more on it. So you got yourself a customer. Hello, Deborah. Oh, I'm sure Dogman is lurking, Judy. Just start talking crap about him, and you'll see him in chat in no time. Hello, Wanda. Yeah, I know I was getting some questions since we made the announcement about the house. I'm going to be fencing. I would like to fence the entire property in, but that won't happen right away. But I am going to fence the yard in, so that will be protected. Now, as I was saying earlier, going to wire in the porch So I can use that as a catio. Still be able to use it as a porch. Just had the added benefit of being able to let the cat safely out there. And I'll be having 2 flocks of chickens using the current chicken house that's there. Jeff told me that's divided into 2 sections, so I'm going to make use of that. I've got some ideas of how I'm going to separate the chickens and stuff. For this winter, I'll actually have 3 flocks of chickens. They'll be my original hens and the 2 pullets that I hatched out in June. They'll be 1 flock. And then the younger birds that I got in August, they'll be in their own flock. And then Earl and his son will be in their own flock for this winter. I'm gonna have the roosters separate, and then I'm gonna build another pen in the spring. And then the hens that I'm trying to breed at that point will go in there with their corresponding rooster. And the rooster and the hen to be together for a short period of time. Few days, every couple weeks or something. And then the rooster to go back to their own flock. And then that way I won't have to deal with the aggression of any roosters. Just when I've got them together, then I'll be able to go in with the hens, collect the eggs, spend time with them, do whatever I need to do in there. And then I'll just deal with the roosters after dark. So I think that's going to be the best way to do that. Well, that's always fun working on sliding doors. Hope he has good luck with that, Judy. Yes, Wanda, I'm sure the cats are going to love that. And they're going to love when I'm sitting out there on the porch having my morning coffee, or anytime I'm sitting out there, they're going to enjoy being out there with me. Hello, Tasha Lynn. I'm not 100% sure on that, Judy. I know he does. I know he does use Walsama roosters trying to get olive eggers. I think he breeds Walsamers, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. Yeah, there will be some positive things coming, that's for sure. Hello, Bobby. Yep, back in the mansion. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Sandra. You know, Sandra, I should have drove over there. They were in my house, so they couldn't kick me out. I should have went over and barged in on that live. And we'll probably do a live with all of us together at some point. Hello, No Base. No Base. Ark Wildman Survival has that salve. He's got his prices on his community page. And just contact him with what you need. If you're still in here, Ark Wildman, you want to type King to drop your link? Yeah, I saw Dogman had a video out, but I was gone all afternoon, and the time I got home, I didn't have time to watch it, but I saw that he'd uploaded a video. Yeah, that's right, Sandra. My house, and they don't even invite me. Yeah, Ark Wildman's dropped his link there. Hello, Temple Makers. Well, your son's never too old for you to make a sandwich for him, is he, Judy? Hello, kindness. I haven't been too bad, thank you. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. You're way ahead of me, Deborah. Yes, Barbara, I'd love to be in there before Christmas. I got my doubt it's going to happen. Because once Jeff is out of there, there's some work needs to be done on the house before I can move in. They're going to do the work on the floor. Well, no one's living in there. Because I'll save a lot of time moving stuff around stuff. The house is empty. The time to do it. Well, thank you, Temple Acres. Yeah, I know I haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you here tonight. Hello, Stephen Crawford. Yeah, it could be Sandra. They got babysitting the house. Hello, Tony. Oh, that's pretty simple, Deborah. Mine may even be simpler. Depending on what time it's live gets over with, I may just grab a complete out of the cupboard and throw a couple slices of bread in the toaster and have a complete and a couple slices of toast. Hello. Is it Diabolicable Debbie? I'll just call you Debbie. Yes, it was Cayenne Slav that I used. It did help. It didn't help the pain that I just got recently in my side, which I'm sure from rolling over, because it feels like a pulled muscle. And that was when it happened, was when I was rolling over in bed one night. But the pain going down my leg, it really helping with that. Did you just become a moderator tonight, Debbie? I haven't made anyone a moderator tonight, and I don't recall you being in one of my lives before. Okay. I was confused there. Because I'm not even on my YouTube side right now. Okay. Yeah, I just got kind of confused there. What was going on? Hello, Sandy Wilkerson. Yeah, we gotta keep things interesting, kindness. Sorry about that. Let's try to get a little more comfortable here. At least this isn't as bad as the last time I pulled a muscle. That was really bad. Well, for any of you that weren't in here earlier, I'm going to be making a video that's going to be released on Friday. Friday is going to be my 6-month anniversary in Arkansas. So I'm going to get a video together and some highlights of my first 6 months here. And that'll be coming out this Friday. And hopefully I'll have more videos coming out also. Well, thank you, Sherry. Yes, Pink Sparkle, it sure is. And then when it happens for such a stupid reason, that really makes it bad. Because I was just getting to the point where I was doing pretty good again. And as far as my original pain, I'm still doing good with that. This is something different here that just suddenly came on, and hopefully it's not going to last long. Because at some point very soon here, I need to get a hold of Jeff and set up a time that I can get over there and change out a tarp. Because the day I got the delivery of furniture, it was more stuff than we expected, and some of it had to be piled outside with a tarp over it. Well, I was going to take a tarp with me just in case, and I forgot to. Plus, any tarp I have probably wasn't going to be big enough anyways. So Jeff let me borrow one of his tarps that he uses over his hoop coops. And last week I bought one so he can take that tarp back and I'll put that over it. But then I wasn't feeling good and then got this pain in my side, so I haven't been able to get over there and do that. But I'm hoping the next few days I'll be able to do that. Yep, Sherry, as close as I can tell, I rolled over in bed one night and did it. Because I was perfectly fine the day before when I went to bed, no problem. And I had to reposition several times during the night. And I just went to roll over, and all of a sudden I had that pain. And ever since then, if I move just right, especially if I try to reach up, then it bothered me. Hello, Sassy777. I actually can't use a tens machine, Debbie. I have a plate and screws in my back. Because I checked into a tens machine, and with the hardware I have in my back, I can't use that. Yes, Barbara. The gabapentin does work very well for me. My original issues I was having, they've really gone down since I got back on the gabapentin. This I'm dealing with now is something completely separate. But as far as the original pain in my lower back and down my leg, it has made a big difference in that. Because of having gastric bypass surgery in 2016, that limits the medicines that I can take. any of the medicines they wanted to give me, I'm not able to take because that surgery creates a weak spot in your stomach. So any NSAIDs or any medicine that causes ulcers or anything like that, that's all too rough on my stomach to take that. I actually did have a heating pad on it this morning, Sherry. That did seem to help some. Oh, yes, Debbie. I have seen and heard some stuff that just isn't normal. So I do believe in the paranormal. Close to where I used to live in New York, there was a state forest that they always said was haunted. Well, I didn't really believe that until some friends and I started going there at night. I believe it now. You'd be driving down the road on a warm summer night, and it's all of a sudden you get to a certain area and the temperature would drop so much. And weird things would happen with electronics. So there definitely was something going on there. Hello, Teddy. I've added a couple things on my Walmart list, and I've added some stuff on my Amazon list fairly recently. I don't know if I have since my last live or not. And I still haven't made my list public yet of stuff that I'm going to need for the new house. Yeah, Debbie, I don't know how many people in here are really into the paranormal experience, so I don't want to talk too much about it and scare people away. But there was that one spot there in that state forest where a friend's phone was dead. It actually had shut off because the battery got so low in it. And when we got in that one particular area, he decided to try to turn his phone back on just to see if he had any battery left at all. And he turned it on, and he was almost 3/4 battery at that point. And then there was a temperature difference. That was the first thing I ever noticed. Hello, Wish on Stars. Yeah, I got to get more videos out. I've really been slacking on that. So I'm gonna work on getting more videos out. I definitely will have one coming out Friday. Yeah, no base. Everyone likes Casper. Oh, that's interesting, Bobby. Yeah, Debbie. It's just kind of off topic for my channel, and I've got a lot of people in here that been here for the first time or just been in here for a few lives, so I don't want to scare anyone off. I'm not exactly sure as far as the stuff you listed there, Sandra, what I am gonna need because I know Jeff does have some dishes and I believe some silverware that he's gonna be leaving behind for me. And Mike said she's got blankets and sheets and stuff that she brought. I'm not even sure everything that she brought. But we had several people there unloading, and I didn't even see everything that was unloaded from the truck that day. Yeah, this is Dino. He's one of my 8 kitties. Probably can't hear him, but he's purring away like crazy right now. Okay, Bowen. Maybe we can have a separate live some night and talk about paranormal stuff. Well, that sounds like a pretty egg, Judy. Did you send a picture of that to Jeff? He's gonna love to see that. Oh, thank you, Sandra. I appreciate that. Yes, Debbie, I have 8 cats. Yeah, some night we'll have to do a special live. Have people come up on panel. Yeah, when I get a better idea of what I need, I will let everyone know. Because at this point, I'm really not even sure what I do have. I know I have a bed, dresser, recliner, a couple couches. And Jeff said he's not going to be able to take everything with him, so he's leaving some stuff behind. So I just have to wait until I can start getting stuff moved in the house, and then I have a lot better idea. Hello, Masha. Would anyone else have any questions for me? And as I was stating earlier there, I'm going to have a bill coming up on Tuesday to have the dog spayed. That's going to be approximately $213. $200 for the surgery and $13 for the rabies shot, which is required by law. I have someone that said they'll loan me the money on it, but if anyone wants to make any contributions towards that, my PayPal is going across the bottom of the screen. About my cats. Well, every one of the cats I have, I've had since the day they were born. My oldest cat, let me see. Yes, he's the only one I have left. My oldest male, he's a direct descendant of the cat. Can't really say that it was my mom's cat. She picked the cat out, but it was her cat and my cat together. So I kind of call it her cat because she picked her out. And then all the rest of them are all descendants of that cat. My oldest two cats are 15 days apart. They were both born in 2018. And then my youngest is Teddy, who I had here towards the beginning of the live. He was born on August 20th of this year. They're all very sweet cats. Yeah, I should do a video highlighting them. What's the first thing I'm looking forward to doing in my new house? Well, I think the first thing I'm looking forward to, once I get fully settled, is getting up in the morning, being able to cook breakfast. And that's another thing. I gotta get refrigerator and stove before I can do all this too. But get up in the morning, cook an actual breakfast, and take that out on the porch. Sit up there, have breakfast, cup of coffee, and just enjoy the view of the mountains across the road. I think that would be real nice thing to be able to do. No news on the disability yet, Wanda. But everything that they've wanted up to this point, they have now. I got the papers all signed and sent back to them that they wanted. Now it's just wait and see what they want next. Hello, zombie. Yes, Batman can be a bully. And I thought getting him neutered would calm him down. If anything, he's gotten worse. It goes right back to, I believe it was winter 2018, 2019, towards the end of the winter. I think it was in February. I had a cat given to me. Well, that cat wanted to be big boss. So he started pushing my cats around that I'd had right along. That didn't go over well at all. Well, Batman and Oreo gave it right back to him. And there was always a conflict between them. And eventually, things calmed down some. Then, in the summer of 2021, I believe it was. Yes, summer 2021. That cat died. Well, you would think, since the only conflict was with that cat, it would have ended. Nope. Then they started going after little guy. He was a all black cat that I had that got sick very shortly after his 3rd birthday last spring. And I didn't have anyone to take me to the vet with him. I had the money to pay the vet, but didn't have a way to get him to the vet. And he ended up dying from that. So, okay, he was the one they were bullying, so that should end. Nope, then they started bullying, and especially Batman. Oriole's in on it too, but Batman is the worst one. Then they started bullying Superman. And they'd never bullied Superman before. But for some reason, they just have to be bullying someone. But I do need to change their common collars. I was thinking it was still a few more days, but I checked it today. And they actually should have been changed yesterday. So I have to get them changed. Yes, Wanda, I would love to get in there before Christmas, but it don't look like that's going to happen, but hopefully soon. Yes, Andrew, my attorney told me to expect 2 denials on it because there's so few people will get approved in the first 2 rounds. And then he said the 3rd round, he's pretty sure I'll get approved for it then. Welcome back, Jonesy. Sorry your mower ran out of gas, but it's good to have you back. Oh, yeah, I know that about the coffee, Debbie. I have been known to go make a cup of coffee during my life before. As some people up on panel, I told them, don't get too wild. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Hello, Josh. You know, Wishing on Stars? I actually been reading about that, and that is what I have read. I have read they do best in teams. Actually, I have read a male and a female together does the best because the male will guard the perimeter and the female will guard the animals. So that definitely is something I'm going to be looking into and doing some more research on. I'm getting well, she's 8.5 months old, so still a puppy, but almost a dog now. Her mother is Australian Shepherd and Great Pyrenees, and the father is Great Pyrenees and Anatolian. The Australian Shepherd is a herding breed, but the Great Pyrenees and the Anatolian are livestock guardian dogs. So once I get her trained, she should be a good guard. And she's really good with the cats that she's with now, so I think she'll be good with my cats. And my cats love everyone, so though she's not going to be inside a lot, she's going to be mostly outside guarding the yard and the chickens, but I will let her come in occasionally. Yeah, no base. This was a beautiful day. That's for sure. Okay, with Sean Stars. Well, thanks for being here as long as you have. Oh, Judy, it's kind of late, 7 o'clock now. So I probably won't show up tonight to get any cookies from you. They do sound good. I'm approximately 40 minutes away. And it's just about the same time whether or not I take the paved road and go around the mountains, or if I take the dirt roads over the top of the mountains. The time's about the same, but the distance is much shorter over the mountains. But you just can't go as fast. But I believe actually Google Maps says 41 minutes. Yes, Tipplenaker, don't want to set one up for failure. I'm actually the dog I'm getting already been named. Her name is Missy. Hello, Psalm 46:10. Got any watermelons left, Josh? I'm still waiting for mine. Okay, have a good one, kindness. Thanks for being here. There any more questions for me? Not really a lot going on, so I don't have a lot to talk about right now. Yeah, Bobby, next year I'll make a trip there and pick up some watermelons. I'm gonna be planting some watermelons next year also. That's another thing I can talk about. I know a lot have asked about gardening. I do have a lot of seeds. Dollar General had seeds on sale. Some of them were 4 cents a pack, some were 8 cents a pack. So I picked up a lot of them, vegetables, flowers. I need to get some raised beds made. And I want to build a greenhouse so I can get a head start on some stuff and go from there. I want to grow some of my own vegetables next year, grow some for the chickens, and also I want to try selling some. Not on a real busy road, but I would like to put a vegetable stand out by the road and see what happens. No, I haven't, no base. I haven't been up on any of the famous mountains. I wanted to go up to Mount Magazine this fall, but we didn't have good colors, and even when the colors were the best that they were, the weather was horrible for those few days. Yeah, I think I got 2 or 3 different varieties of sunflowers at Dollar General, so I hope they turn out good. Yes, Sandra, I'm definitely selling chicks. That's one thing I'll definitely be doing. Yep, Bud's barking, that's for sure. You hear something out there. Yep, Judy. It's all uphill. I've got the perfect mix with that house. There's some areas that are sunny, and there's a lot of shaded areas. So that's going to work out nice. The chickens will be in the shaded areas, and in the sunny areas, I can use that for gardening. Might not be the perfect piece of property, but for what I'm going to be doing, it's going to work out very, very well. Yeah, I want to go to the top of Mount Magazine and see the surrounding area. Yes, that's right, Sandra. It's gonna be my castle. Yes, that's right, Pink Sparkle. Nice bathroom, indoor toilet, indoor shower, and for the time being, Jeff's gonna leave the washer and dryer because he has to build an addition on his shed house. And then once he gets the addition done, he's gonna take his washer and dryer. But he said for the time being, he'll leave the washer and dryer, and then I just have to let him come and do his laundry. So that's definitely not a problem. So at some point down the road, I'll have to get a washer and dryer. But that won't be right away. But the two major appliances I'm going to have to get right away is a stove and a refrigerator. I actually prefer a propane stove, but if all I can find is an electric stove, then that'll work. Yeah, I've used that bathroom a few times too. I assume he's going to be taking his dishwasher, and I would like to have a dishwasher. Because it's very hard for me to stand at the sink. Just doing a plate or two now and then is one thing, but I'm going to be using more dishes there. I'm going to be doing more cooking, so I'm going to be dirtying up pots and pans and stuff. And so a dishwasher really would be nice. Yeah, I'm going to need some kind of stove, Josh. It's wired for electric. That's what Jeff has there. But he's taken the stove and refrigerator with him. And I'm looking forward to be able to do cooking again. Because it's limited what I can cook in a camper. Let me see. I've been in my house. I think I've been in my house 5 times, Bobby. How many times you been in my house? Yeah, I've got some alternate ways to cook. I have an electric hot plate. I have an electric fry pan. I have a crock pot. Um, I'd like to get another air fryer. Yep, that's right, Sandra. That is going to be nice. Hello, nobody important. It actually might be 6 times I was in there, Bobby. I lost track. But I know it's going to be nice when I can get moved in there. But I don't want to rush it. Because I want the floor to get repaired and have it be ready for me to move into it before I move in. Yeah, I've been in the bathroom more than in the other room. I know there was a couple times I just went in to use the bathroom and then right back outside. I thought I had nice tea down here. I'm not seeing it. Must be I didn't bring it over with me. Well, did anyone have any questions for me? Yes, Texas Homegrown Girl. That's gonna work out nice. And it just happens to be that the room that I wanna use for the cat room, they're gonna have full use of the house, but they're gonna have their own room. I have a cat treat going to be going in there, and a nice one. That'll probably be the room I'll feed them in, water them. I'm going to put their toys in there, but they'll probably scatter the toys throughout the house. But anyway, it just happens to be that's the room that's got a window going out onto the porch. So that's where I'm going to put the cat door. Open the window up far enough, put a cat door in, and board off the rest of the window. So they'll be able to come and go as they please. Yeah, the air fryer I had was an Emerald Lagasse 360, I think it was. In fact, it's on my Amazon list. That's the exact same one that I had before. There wasn't room enough to fit it in the van to bring it. I really wish I could have brought that. Well, if it gets gets really cold, I can always take that cat door out and close the window. But I think for the most part, they'll work out. We won't get a lot of extremely cold weather here. Yes, I'll have heat. Texas homegrown girl. If you're referring to the camper before I get moved into the house, I just bought an electric heater last week. And that's doing well in here when it only gets down in the 20s. And I'm hoping before it gets any colder that I'll be moved by then. And if you're referring to the house, that's got a central heating system in it. Yeah, I saw Josh's question and then I went to another question. I'm not sure what color the fridge would be, Josh. I'm going to be looking thrift stores, Craigslist, Facebook, see what I can find. Because if I got to go with a new one, we're talking around $500-$600. Because I've been pricing them. It looks like Best Buy's got the best price on them. Well, that's going to be between $500 and $600. Well, that sounds like a good deal there, Bobby. Yeah, I won't have any problem with staying warm. In fact, I actually do have a propane heater that I could have brought in here. But that doesn't have a thermostat on it. I would have to keep turning it on and off. No, Josh, I don't have a fridge either. All I have is my little mini fridge. And while I'm here, I've got use of a full-size refrigerator. But that's Brett and Deborah's refrigerator. But all I got at this point for when I move is this little mini fridge. It's, I don't know, like maybe 18 inches high. And it's just big enough to keep a gallon of iced tea, some butter for my bagels, cream cheese, and some cheese in it. And that's about all I can fit in it. Hey, if that's the color I have to take, I'll take it. No base. If I can get a good deal on it. Um, I'm I'm kind of thinking that I probably would prefer black. Not sure. My freezer's white. I have a 9 cubic foot freezer. Now I'll be going in the kitchen. I know white would match that, but the walls are white in there. So I'm thinking the black would break it up. I don't know. Good question, Josh. You really got me thinking on that one. Yes, that's where I'm keeping my eyes open, Sandra. I've been looking at the thrift stores. I haven't been to any yard sales. I did see a sign on a bulletin board yesterday, but I'd already missed it. I know I did see an appliance store where they sell refurbished appliances on Facebook. That was just over the line into Oklahoma. But I'd have to see if they still have their ad on Facebook because I can't remember where it was. They had some pretty good prices. Is there a Red Tour? Um, no, I've never heard of that. Oh, Restore. Um, don't think so, Wanda. Yeah, I've looked on Facebook Marketplace. Um, I don't think there's a Habitat for Humanity around here. There may be because there's some cities a little bit further away, a couple hours away that I haven't been to yet. I'll have to I'll have to look into that a little bit more. I know there's a few thrift stores that I go to regularly. Sometimes I find a couple items, sometimes I don't. All I found is just small stuff. Um, well, I found a grater to grate up my zucchini with when I'm making zucchini casserole, and a few little things like that. Um, there's not any church thrift stores that I know of. There's a couple consignment stores. There's a Salvation Army store. They have quite a little stuff in there. I've been there a couple times, but I've never seen. They did have a stove in there right after I got here, before I even had a house. They did have a stove in there. It was what appeared to be a brand new propane stove. They wanted $200 for it. It looked like it was brand new, so it probably was worth that. But like I said, at that point, I didn't even have a house yet. And that's the only time I've seen anything in there. I think they'd probably be the most likely to have big appliances. Yeah, sometimes people do throw away stuff that's still good like that. Yeah, I'm sure that I can find something. I still got a little bit of time. I need to expand out a little bit. There seems to be a lot of thrift stores around here, but I'm only familiar with the thrift stores in Wadron and Mina. I know there's thrift stores up around Fort Smith, and I'm sure there is in Hot Springs and Russellville. I've never been to those places. Yep, that's right, Sandra. One person's trash, another person's treasure. Good point, No Base. Drew and Lindsay may know. Now, if it's anything to do with an old car, you can guarantee Drew would know. Yep, that one place I saw on Facebook Marketplace I was telling about. That's what they do there. They repair appliances, and they all come with, I believe, with a 30-day warranty. If anything's not right with it, they'll fix it. And they had pictures of their store on there. It looked like they had a lot of stuff in there. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to find what I'm looking for. First 5 months I was here, I wasn't able to do a lot of exploring, but now I've got a vehicle, so I can just go out someday and see what there is in Hot Springs, Russellville, some places I've never been to. Yeah, I know what you mean, Sandra. Back where I used to live in New York, there was a guy we knew that worked for the county highway department, and the county also ran the landfill, and they had the transfer station where people took their trash, and occasionally they would pull them off the highway crew and put them at one of the transfer stations if they're short-handed there, someone's on vacation or whatever. And it seemed like every time they put him at one of the transfer stations, he would hit the jackpot. And this was years ago, back when they had console TVs. Guy came in one day, was going to throw his console TV down in the pit. And he asked, he said, "What's wrong with it? Is there something minor wrong with that TV?" "Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I just buy a new TV every 2 or 3 years and throw the old one away." He said he just didn't want to keep a TV long enough to have any issues with it. There wasn't a thing wrong with it. So he told him, "Fine, I'll help you load that in my truck." And back then they could do that. Now they won't let the employees take stuff like that. But he got a great TV there. And there was other stuff he got too. Nothing wrong with it, especially if it was right after Christmas. Someone would get something new for Christmas, but there was nothing wrong with their old whatever it was, appliance or electronics or whatever. They just throw it away. Hello, Eddie. Yeah, even when I take my trash to the dumpster, before I throw it in, I check to see what's in there. Haven't found anything too valuable yet. Yeah, I thought you were in here earlier, Eddie, but couldn't remember for sure, so just wanted to say hello again. Well, you better help Jamie. Or she'll be kicking your butt. Welcome back, Bowen. Will anyone have any more questions for me? I really can't think of anything else to talk about. But I do want to thank everyone for being here. Yeah, I might be able to do that, living the dream. As I was saying, I'm going to have my 6-month anniversary video. 6-month anniversary of being in Arkansas coming out on Friday. Have a good night, living the dream. And hopefully I'll be getting some more videos out. Yes, I have one son, Sassy777. I have a son that's 35 now. I adopted him when he was 12. So he spent his teenage years with me. Hello, Bev. Before I came to Arkansas, I was from New York. Yes. Flies have been horrible here all summer. And I assume by ladybug you mean what do they call them? Some kind of beetle. And they're, instead of being red, they're orange, but they're spotted just like a ladybug. I think those are the ones you talk about. And I don't have them inside like some people do. But I cooked some chicken breast out of my grill yesterday, and they were all over the place out there. Ones that landed on my chicken, I picked them off, and the rest of them, they got in the grill when I opened up the cover. I just put the cover back down on it and fired it up. Yes. Ladybugs are good luck. Well, no problem, Bowen. I can't keep track of where everyone's from. I'm getting better at it, but I still get confused. So I definitely know what you're saying there. Hello, Cheryl T. So if no one else has any questions, yep, that's right, Pink Sparkle. Yeah, ladybugs are good. It's just a lot of people get the ladybugs and that beetle mixed up because they look so similar. But the ladybugs be red with spots, and the beetles are orange with spots. Not a bright orange, kind of a dull orange. but they're spotted just like ladybugs are. I don't have anything else to talk about, so I think I'm going to end this for now. Been on here for over 2 hours. I have another live on Wednesday at 10 o'clock Central. Well, thank you, the Sassy 777. Yeah, I love Arkansas. Wish I moved here years ago. And hopefully I can start getting back to getting more videos out. But thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, Baldwin. Good night, Pink Sparkle. Good night, Texas Homegrown Girl. Nope, I don't miss New York at all, Cheryl. I'm glad to be out of there. Have a good night, Eddie. Okay. Good night to everyone else. Good night, Sandra.